Nya pese o yibia, sende. Bibia o ye, intini.
Pedro Neto. One more dem sign player. On there. Egbali no a good top notch. So mo signing someone ye no not no. Mami ami nya ba ku bi on top notch ba ku ntum. Menye ye.
Ada Egbali no catch us no.
Oh, there be so for no only play out na ba ne there. And so what chess football no nim.
But football. We'll tell the story how.
Yeah.
We'll tell the story how Baghdad Egbali Dimbe PMU in Pedro Neto signing to Chelsea. You know,
right.
Andy Tenhunka, but there's a lot more in terms of the details.
No problem.
And then there is a community shield internet, so you better no breakdown and in the preview of some analysis. The which are better. Now we're making sure say why in 10 because in the amount your statistics on the high on a very good prediction. No tell our CT. Make sure so be carefully. I say H. But there's an update on transfers. And Manchester United and West Ham enya a breakthrough for branch friend around Wan Bisaka. Now, meaning say Unima in the last few weeks, around Wan Bisaka has made it very hard for Manchester United to sell him because Madika can have say in Pembebre we discuss transfers the fixation about the transfer fee, but and we are just a drop or a bigger ocean. So I say most of the times about the wages of the player. And Obianim say Manchester United command some of the biggest wages of players we see. One of the richest clubs we see. Into Cheska. Into a player and every Man United ako West Ham. Anasika semno ababe bibi on kakra because one say ya na onya ko no nisika no kitan he will be the highest paid player at West Ham. Maybe no the best player on the field of play. These players are forced to take a pay cut. Now, and install the conversation between Manchester United, the agent of Wan Bisaka, and Westham United. Say, Omenya Abantia referred to Wan Bisaka, but Wan Bisaka agents will call back to United. No, can tell me say, one percent or 2 wage so. No call Westham dia. Money Westham on Karamu Mubako, ample compensation, emano. Then he will go and reduce the wage, then he will be off your wage bill. No, I call Westham for Asudi. We are getting indications say everything is clear. And after Nicholas Falkirk, Sama Vielmo, now our branch friend Wan Bisaka are very, very close to joining team friend West Ham United. And you see, every football fan has a maybe the transfer analysis and I look at it from the wage point of view. I'm sure say, oh, I didn't see a team way, toss and go full way, proven. But the wage is very, very important. Very, very important. Even the conversation of Pedro Neto, there is a bit about wages and how we see a deal and drag here. But we'll get there. And apart from Wan Bisaka Kodia, it means a baby ama these players to come onto Manchester United. One, United a cover our left back and a left centre back area on them. And Abate Feno, Miguel Hermoso from Atletico de Madrid, ne contract every year, and a free agent for Manchester United. United are looking at Abate Feno, Miguel Hermoso, and so about team with experience in the Champions League, experience in the Spanish La Liga, or something a dominant territory. I think that is one thing that United in here. Maybe when you say United team, they are elite centre backs at home. But there's a need for a cover because a Prania they are there with Leandro Martinez, sometimes with Harry Maguire. There is a need for a cover, and that means it's a Victor Lindelof. Niayete said Fenerbahce and Saudi Arabia for one ever asking about Lindelof. He may also leave Manchester United, and United will get a place for Abantia friend Miguel Hermoso, and obviously the number 1 pick is Matthias De Ligt. See, Matthias De Ligt is a curtain raiser and a ceiling raiser for Manchester United. Immediately works in at our centre back on him. Because at age 24, a lot of experience on his shoulder, and he has grown in the game from Juventus, Ajax Amsterdam, even before Juventus, so-called Juventus, now to Bayern Munich, the various Champions League semi-finals, the quarter-finals, and the experience of even for the Dutch national team tells you that he's a good player. In the Dutch team, they've been able to produce a lot of quality centre backs in and saying, almost 3 back, but the league doesn't make a name on him. There is Nathan Ake, there is Virgil van Dijk, there is Stefan de Vrij, there is Mickey van der Ven, there is Onoa, your friend is saying, the late team, and that's the quality of that team. And he can tell you, or not the latest quality. If he comes in another quality player for Manchester United. I think except for the late, Adia Bakwa me pound who and they say, oh, you good box defender. There is a trait about box defenders. I saw it's really game me to be able to anticipate the danger. Then they put their bodies on the line. That is one of the traits about Manchester United. The late Ekita and he will help Manchester United in that regard. And of course, Nazwari and the late they are almost the same deal. The agreement is with the players. Bayern Munich and Manchester United the financial commitment to whom and Omega via Manchester Wan Bisaka deal now they will get a job done. You see, it coincides with say Ineos for any OG series for Ayrton Jean-Claude Todibo this weekend. Juventus winning the bisa about Jean-Claude Todibo. And then that's how deal no drag. West Ham United came into the fray for Jean-Claude Todibo. And the relationship of Ineos, OG series, West Ham, Wan Bisaka going to West Ham, a circle. And a fast tracking move in my opinion, because Ineos for can take the money from there, then they reinvest the money into Manchester United with the players and Semoton. And I'm thinking say by and now Monday, Tuesday, the deal for Todibo going to West Ham, I don't want Bisaka moving there. Any buying for no Nazwari, any Abante fan delays make your move no will be done. Then it goes to the most important part of United team here rebel. Any the most important part. And then no more in the Community Shield. If you look at the possible lineup that United may start with in the Community Shield, the names that are there in midfield, no, you ask yourself, say, can these players play this game for the long haul? Now, in midfield, Casemiro, Kobe Menu, Bruno Fernandes. That's all. In attack, Amad Diallo has been very, very good this season in pre-season. Jadon Sancho, of course, of the form of Dortmund or Neighbor, and Marcus Rashford. But a midfield three of Casemiro, Kobe Menu, and Bruno Fernandes as a starting three may be good. But any other betting their season in their holy and depend on them. So, many problem United, they say, I believe that United should get a profile similar to that of Casemiro, but to be more than Casemiro on the ball. This is not in America. Obi is physical. He said Fabinho, he can win the ball for you. Very mechanical in that regard. Obi cover ground like Andre Onana, Amadou Onana, sorry. But on the ball, he knows how to play. On the ball, only how to take care of the ball. The ball intention here, and or even a good ball carrier from a DM point of view to carry the ball. That is not how I see Manuel Ugarte. And it is the reason why when a place at Paris Saint-Germain, that's the only sign that United Ayrshire, Michel said the financial commitment for Manuel Ugarte, 50, 60, 70 million for Ugarte. Now, Obama Casemiro and you are still keeping Casemiro. It does not really make tactical sense, in my opinion. But the other options are there. The last time I got the catcher, Manchester United are doing a scouting in Brazil for a Brazilian CM. There is another boy in our Burnley, friend of Sandy Berger, very, very good player. Or a lot of passes on the ball, also very aggressive without the ball. Then Abante friend Manuel Ugarte, our Mosheno. Liverpool for so much Martin Zubimendi. Somebody is Ugarte and Amopedia, and Martin Zubimendi for them. They want somebody technical enough to sit at the base and will Liverpool team them to dictate the pace of the game. Which this week, Chelsea for Napoli ho, and then Napoli bebo a game. Against Modella also. In that game, Victor Osimhen and camp players are from. In the starting lineup, Victor Osimhen is not going to be part of Modena. Thank you very much. Victor Osimhen is not going to be part of the team. Antonio Conte said almost 3-4-1. 3-1-4-1. Like more like a 3-5-2 on the team no. And in that system, Antonio Conte there is no place for Victor Osimhen. Now, Chelsea went back to Napoli this week to ask questions about Napoli for and say, you do maybe a person sales no. And by the end of the August, the transfer market is closing. You pay resolution for your two players, Romelu Lukaku and Victor Osimhen. The two clubs bought a game of chess. Obia person play a fast one on the other. Obia person protecting the interest. Iti say Chelsea for Napoli one man. Almost say a bona mobile for Romelu Lukaku 38 million pounds. No, Monte Sokaka. And mind you, Lukaku has already agreed to take a pay cut to go to Napoli. Lukaku no need problem with taking pay cut on your wajat to Mobejeno Ako Napoli on. The problem is Napoli agreeing with Chelsea. The agreement between Napoli and then Lukaku is done. Yaka the fee for Chelsea to Napoli. And Napoli for almost Sebo kwa him sebo pay Victor Osimhen. And the amount for Lukaku alone, near say for alone. Chelsea should say, see a name alone, we will pay Lukaku's salary this year again. Your person a man sad, you know. You to Romelu Lukaku is to get him off the wage bill, no? Because Lukaku takes £325,000 each week. Raheem Sterling, £325,000 each week. The next person, Rhys James, about 225 there about. Then Benjamin Chilwell, Rich, who is our players? 5 now, which is Kakasiera. Nobody at Chelsea even takes up to 200,000 game. Enzo Fernandez, money at the nobody 150, 160. They don't get to the 200 mark because Chelsea for the man, almost a performance-based wage structure. In the team or conference league, you Champions League premium. Because team no company a front shirt sponsor to even get enough money to go and do that job. Or come here, be say, oh, now some more Champions League. Anytime see a Champions League, Manchester United are getting 50 million for Snapdragon, and then they say we have 45 million. You are not a club of Manchester United's appeal. Nipa saying about stadium every week. Nipa saying a show ball. Oh, more Champions League, even Europa League, one qualify and qualify. It's added to the all of these things are in the conversation. And Chelsea for a train say. Antonio Conte Bema a friend is saying Napoli for no pressure more. Then they will come in for Lukaku. No matter how Edianyano. Chelsea want him. Chelsea a movie away from the deal. But send a 2 days ago, the Messiah can be him. Deal with it will go to the last day, last but 2 days of the transfer window no, before see a resolution of a branch here, your friend Victor Osimhen. I think say this is the fastest dealer Yenya in the last what in this transfer window?
I agree.
Now it's winning. Chelsea owners new sporting directors no realize something. I'm realizing say go player ho. Na briefing media no about the player. News they catch a fire. Then there's a lot of pressure on them to either to do the deal or not to do the deal. Do what in America, so this news, Chelsea for the start of Jumano. Nipa Bakwana most of the times on information you go through him. He didn't even get a briefing of this deal. Jorge Mendes, who is close to Fabrice Walking, and they had the first outset of the deal. Now, how did the deal happen? Jorge Mendes and Baghdad Egbali have a very, very good relationship. So, time I talk about the talk club, no? They started meeting team agents, went to Saudi Arabia, met other club members to our England, and even Florentino Perez to fraternize with them. Now, time Chelsea aired the deal for Enzo Fernandez and Omoko Benfica. No? They want to meet Rui Costa. Rui Costa catcher will say, unless Chelsea pay the money outright, they won't let the boy go. In fact, Omoko Chelsea say, Omoko agree, then the boy will stay on loan there. Egbali was the briefing at the time was that they went there and they flew in a private jet to England straight with Abante friend Enzo Fernandez. Nipa Obruka as a middleman was Jorge Mendes. And in Portugal, the agency name of Jorge Mendes is justified. Which is our agency now? Only over 30 players in Portugal for national team on Copa Euros. There are about 10 or more players in the team. It's all the players. He has the Portuguese boys. In fact, we see Portuguese boys started Kenya. He had a chunk of them as his players. Now, boy, you know all prepper. Since April 2019-2021, boy, now may say 100 Premier League games. It what boy 20 games to make him start your mouth. What boy 25. Onyani inji bakubi and a cover hamstring inji baby shemu. But Obia so much boy need to say ball on the ball. And Nehemiah, a lot of the scouts, Epe said he can play both on the left and on the right. Yesterday, when I heard the news, I just want to look him up and say, but the boy is a right winger. Chelsea will call Palmer all right, but or nani madueke or right or what to Estavao Willian or next year or right or there is Kendrick Paye from the right hand side. Why are they buying another right winger? Then somebody protest me say no. The boy is even sharper on the left hand side. And there's a ball last season shot against Manchester, very, very good from the left hand side. On the ball. Because of all of these
things, very good on left hand.
Yes, because of all the stronger foot on the left. It's a ball writer. He cuts it onto his left. But even on the left hand side, he's able to play and get goals from that area. Last season, in terms of the creative ability of midfielders, of wingers, and the directness, no. So you say midfielders, wingers, creative chances, no. The only person that had better numbers per 90 than him, our branch friend Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne had 122.8 minutes and recreated almost every chance. For him, 168.8 and recreated almost every chance. It's the creative ability, Lokita. And as a transitional threat, he has it there. Or to be the money push you, or let me dribble. And if you look at Chelsea team now, last season, we want to spend an 8 minute dribble Chelsea for. But now he's going to play in a much more structured system, and the game plan hinged on Obia and your non-casani individual dribbling ability. Now it's Nika Nerea or Kokonya Chelsea for Ebuka Diono. Only Mendes wanted to sell him. So Mendes had introduced the boy to not just Chelsea. Arsenal for a deal with Humbi. In fact, Tottenham Hotspur a deal with Humbi. Tottenham Hotspur had proposed Sika anything any player exchange for him. Emerson Royal Oko AC Milan and Omudi Kandis Kakan was a Conco with Hampton Wanderers. Who said no? Iti Jorge Mendes contacted Nadal for Baghdad Egbali. And Okache Egbali said, my boy any friend Pedro Neto, he's a good player. He can play. The numbers are there. Opa, let your scouting team know sporting directors no and channel. Let them give their approval to me or not. Egbali contacted them quickly and then he had a conversation. See, Jorge Mendes catch almost someone person be briefing media bia. Any negative issues around the boy. Chelsea penna. They should look at him. If he fits their profile, they should come in. So Chelsea wanted a right winger and then a left winger. Right winger this season. Next time a branch friend Michael Olise or Elise anytime you want, anyhow you want to mention it. Now, Michael Olise and Alagopiano FC by mention. We were brief say a Sika no beji when he wages in Chelsea and Timanya Sadio, he is gone. The next player Chelsea would have loved to have on the left hand side, Nico Williams. But everybody knows the story of Nico. Opposite in Spain, one of them. Barcelona was his first choice. So what we call Barcelona there. Then he will play for Bilbao in the Europa League and then maybe later move to team a friend of Barcelona. So Chelsea were very close to sign a branch friend Nico Williams. Now on that list, there was one of them who bet number left, bet number right. And it is this boy Pedro Neto. Now the Bakone Chelsea for national say the boy was always getting injured. How much medical reports, you know? No much from Sunny injury, you know. Hamstring, 2 days, hamstring, 1 day, hamstring, unknown problem, 3 days. Those were the things that the boy was battling. And last season, obviously you said Chelsea had a lot of issues with injuries. Yeah? Wolves before I had a compilation on YouTube. Eh? Just come and watch this thing. Pedro Neto a gunman. Born on Nimbo. And because he was actually a Premier League proving in T. This was his first goal that he scored. In this game, no boss an attacking midfielder on him. And he was always setting up goals. As a young boy that come from Portugal. Wananti Orechado. The boy has gone on loan to Palmeiras. Our Brazil cramping. Wananti Colasio. Our Syria. Our Italy. He has roamed in Braga. Our morning club in Portugal. So he is a traveler or a journeyman. And what bad Robert Pierre Wolves.
Okay.
And it's a man in Ukraine. Wolves for no.
Oh, wait, I'm young customer endorse.
Oh, na say and your endorsement no be ahwe.
Okay.
Endorsement. Moderate here near pay. You best obey endorse. You just moderate it for us. Let those of us who do the endorsement do the endorsement. Now, and it's stress. Yes, shit. And then and you hear about so quickly.
Okay.
It's who's for Nenya 51.4 million pounds with an add-ons of I think another 2.7 or so, okay. 2.5. Babe shame for a branch FNO. Pedro Neto. Now it means say Pedro Neto ever become there. But say okay, Chelsea two players be brave. Most of them will go on loan. Maybe when you say, "O see Premier League, o person o
be na mo so mbeko on loan."
O say na Bergstrom call, Beach call, Gabriel Slolina call, and then there's going to be Morera. And I make I say, and then now also I remember a little bit of what happens at Okobam. Na say mama nchi on ekosi Okobam.
Okay.
Okobam, Chaloba mo, Kepa mo, Lukaku mo, they don't train with the main team. Say Okobam, say be the ente say you crew mazi ya. Who team one park penalty training also no. About 20 pitches.
Okay.
Nti ebi abaku ebi adwoso. Omo we no omo adwoso no mo training. And omo correct.
Chaloba no mo adwoso side.
Ana we mo adakwaja achi. Nti before me ohuni ni ano. This is car park and side we hu no. Omo men ho kra.
I see.
And in the Premier League, say also they say compete here.
Okay.
Last season Chelsea had injury issues. Me sure the Chelsea fans will ask themselves. Now on the wing on the left right hand side, who say betime Mihalo Modric, Pedro Neto on the left if you want to play them there. Now on the other side, right hand side, Sterling can play on the right. Noni Madueke too. It's Obi Prad and there's going to be another person to come in. It means that Cole Palmer, most likely, I'm thinking this season, Cole Palmer will play as an attacking number 8, not as a winger. So I know about under Mauricio Pochettino. He will be as a one of the 8. So on the left, right hand side, there's going to be Cole Palmer in Kuku in that zone. There can be also Enzo and Kenan Grisby on the other side. Then Udian Fionu. Lavia and Caicedo at the base. Exilon Kwawu Kukurera on the left hand side. But Lasiri Tosin Aderabiayo, Fofana Disasi, now goalkeepers, Sanchez and Philip Jorgensen. It's Chelsea for H show Mutino. And Nimona still we don't know what's going to happen. Whether Guy Beko on loan, Omoro Dion Beko on loan, Omoro Dion Dion Campo there, so now OJ gold medal. Now Oba 2 weeks of unwanted rest, Esunya. Oh yeah, before I training now by Chelsea first team, we called the first international break. So I'm wondering what Chelsea's plan is for him. Once they'll put him back on loan because only team first 5 matches on bench in your car.
Okay.
Because by that time we'll be going on your friend is saying
the competition now.
Your first
influence.
And